Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here today. Hopefully, I get to shed some light into one of the biggest questions that students have regarding college, and that is tuition. So, if you have already done your student checklist steps, you already went through your orientation, you met with an advisor, selected classes, and you're getting ready to pay for your classes, this is the place for you. So, let's get started. So my job for today, I will be discussing the costs of college and payments and how that works. Now, if you have questions, go ahead and post those in the chat. There will be some staff members in there answering the questions for you. Also, make sure that you're paying attention because more than likely those questions you're asking will be in the presentation. Also, if you have any concerns that are not payment related, also go ahead and post and we'll be answering those for you. So now let's get started. So all in all, how much does Lone Star College cost? Let's look into that. So it depends. It honestly depends on which district you're coming in from. We have in districts, out of district, and then we have out of state and international students. So as you can see right here, if you belong to any of these districts right here, that means that you are in fact in district and you are paying the lowest uh, cost for college. Now we also have partnerships with some school districts, and that means that the tuition kind of varies. And so you may be paying as low as in district or out of district or an in-between fee. So make sure that you're checking out which district you're coming from. And then we also have our out of district tuitions that you have to pay for. If you're out of district, you're going to pay a little bit of a higher fee. And then of course, if you are one of our out of state and international students, you will be paying the highest fee. Well, then how does that determine how much money we're paying? Well, it depends also on the amount of credit hours you're taking in the semester. Students in the general, when they are full-time students, they take up to 12 credit hours to 15 credit hours per semester. That means it's a full schedule, so it's up to 4 to 5 classes. Now, let's say that you're taking an Associate of Science and your classes are math and science based. Those classes usually are for 3 to 4 credit hours. So if we start adding that up, and let's say that we have all those courses and we add it up, you take 12 credit hours per se. If you're in district, you pay about 1,000. If you're out of district, you pay $2,300. And if you're an international student, you pay about $3,000. So that is not adding other costs. So let me get more into that. To start with, you are paying 1/4 of the cost when you are with us, as if you were to go to a four-year institution. The first 2 years that you're with us are the same 2 years, or basically you will be taking the same classes that you would in a four-year institution. So like your English classes, your history classes, government, basic math courses. If you were to compare those to the ones you take at four universities and you are to amount that money, this is how much money you're saving. This is money that for 2 years you can put it elsewhere that you are able to put that money towards, whether it's, for housing or bills or even to plan your career better. Um, that's so much money savings. So we know that college is not just classes. We know that is also cost of living or college living. We don't have dorms at our college. However, we are aware that even though you may be staying at home or you may have your own apartment or your own house, you still have expenses to pay for. You have your mortgage, you have your rent, you have your uh, other, bills that you have to cover. Then you have, of course, gas and maintenance of a vehicle if you have a vehicle. And then, of course, then it comes the other college expenses such as, books, workforce gear such as, like a welding mask or, scrubs. If you have lab equipment that you have to pay for, and other general supplies for your classes. So we know that it costs, and that's why it's so important for us to keep the cost of college for our students as low as possible. Now, talking about cost, you can also set up payment plans with us. If you're paying out of pocket, when you set up a payment plan, from the total amount of tuition you will have to pay, you will only pay 40% of that tuition and then add a 20 fee a $20 fee to that payment plan for setting it up. And then whatever is remaining, it's going to be split into installments, and it's going to be 30% of whatever amount you have. But I will show you how to enroll into that payment plan. Now, let's get started with that. I talked about it, but I'm a visual person, so I'd rather just show you how to go about that. You're like, payment plan, how do I sign up for it? Let's get into it. Now, if you have already been through all the steps, you are very familiar with this page right here. And this is your login for your student profile. Make sure that you have access to your username and your password, or if you have not yet done it, make sure that you go ahead and activate your account. If you just created your account and you've never logged in before, what you do is that you go into the reset password area and you enter your student ID, validate your credentials, create questions, and also create your password. If you are unable to do that, make sure you're calling our OTS services right here at 832-813-6600. These people are so helpful. They're amazing. So just make sure you call them and they will help you out and they will give you access to reset your password, okay? Now, let's say that you already did all that. Go ahead and enter your student ID or your username and then your password, then log in. And like I said, if you're having any issues, pay attention to the information at the bottom. Once you log in, you should be able to see the student tab right here. Click on it. When you click on it, you're going to see two different things. You're going to see financial aid. Now, if you went ahead and applied for financial aid ahead of time, whether it's scholarships, grants, loans, or just free money that you apply for financial aid, and you've been awarded some money, it's going to be posted right here. Here's where you get to see how much money you have in your student account from financial aid. Now, if it's been a while and you haven't heard anything, something might have gone wrong with the application. There's a lot of details and very sensitive information that goes into the application for financial aid. So make sure that you filled it out correctly. And if you have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and give you some information at the back so you can reach out to one of our representatives. But we also have this other tab, financial account. So once you select your classes and you have your schedule ready, all the money or your tuition would be right here. This is where you can see how much you owe, how much is going to be your school tuition. Through here as well, you get to see and get into a payment plan. So when you click in there at the bottom where it's going to say, and one of the side menus is going to say make a payment. And when you click on it, it's going to take you to another window where you're able to select the form of payment that you want to do. If you want to pay it all at once, if you want to make a payment plan, there's where you sign up for it. Alright, so make sure that you pay by August 15th. If you do not pay by August 15th, you run the chances of getting all your classes dropped for non-payment. And we know that you went through a whole lot of struggle to get to where you are right now, to have selected all your courses. So make sure that you are actually, paying attention to those deadlines, because after that, if you lose your classes, you're going to have to reselect and just get whatever is left. So we don't want that for you. So make sure that you're paying by August 15th. Now, if you did not pay by August 15th and you got your classes dropped, make sure that if you're selecting classes that you pay them the same day, otherwise it will be dropped. Here are some resources for you guys. We have a payment plan how-to. So if you have questions about how to go about it, this link right here will show you how to do step-by-step and enrolling into a payment plan. We also have our business office contact information, and this is if you're having problems with your payment, if it's not going through, these are the people that you reach out to. Now, also, if you have moved addresses or if something has changed and you're not sure if you are within district and you're getting charged out of district fees, make sure you pay attention to that and reach out to our residency specialists so that you're able to clear that up, because if not, you're going to be paying a higher fee than you should have, okay? And make sure that your information is updated. Now, for our financial aid, if you have questions about financial aid, this is the link. And if you want assistance one-on-one with one of our representatives, this is one of our financial aid advisors, Alberto Cuevas. He's amazing. So make sure that you're reaching out to him. And again, if you're having issues with your account, go ahead and reach out to 832-813-6600 for your My Lone Star issues or questions that you may have. Alrighty, guys, that was it for me. I hope this answers some questions. It's been a pleasure, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye.